All right, round number 2. We will be playing first. Of course you can. There you are. If you guys want to join the clan, that's all you have to do. All right, so this seems like a reasonable opener. This thing just haunts our opening hands. I hate running 7 drops, but when they're just straight up 2-for-1s, I do run them. But this hand's actually a pretty good opener anyway. This thing can start getting to be a good blocker or a good attacker, depending. And we get a turn 2 Syndic and a turn 3, which is pretty nice. And then we'll have Smite if we face anything truly horrendous in the early stages here. So I'm pretty happy with this. All right. Shadow Alley Denizen. All right, well, that's fine. We've got blockers for that eventually. To a Screecher. Yeah, none of these things are too concerning. Our Shade is going to be able to bash through these, at least currently, so that's fine. And that stupid Edict. Is there any difference here? Attack first, I suppose. Interesting. You decided not to block or not to attack with this guy. I think I would have offered the trade there. Makes some sense. Okay, so I'm thinking attack with both. He won't block. I think I just let him take 3 and then Kingpin's Pet and pay for Extort. If I do that, I don't have Smite up at whatever, and but I gain a life as opposed to putting the mana into this where he just loses the same amount, but I just gain an extra life. So we have Threat of Activation on Gateway Shade, meaning that he just can't block it because we can just pump it. Drain ya. And keep the ball rolling here. All right, he's got a second Basilica Screecher, which is actually a little bit annoying here because he can double block this. Let's see what we draw, though. We drew that. So our 2 choices here are, well, we have multiple choices. We can Edict a Basilica Screecher and attack with Syndic and Kingpin's Pet. But those Screechers are actually kind of annoying because he can just double block either of our 2/2s and trade just one of them off, which I don't really want to do. If I attack with the Shade all by itself, if he wants to triple block it, then he's going to lose 2 of his guys, and that's not that bad. I think that's fine with me. I could also attack with the Shade and the Syndic of Tithes and say, okay, I'll trade off one of these for your Screecher, and then that way this guy can get in after. I think that's probably the best plan here. It's kind of the compromised line here. All right, so you take 5, and we just say go. I mean, if he just keeps doing it this way, then we're going to win for sure. He's stuck on mana, and he just can't keep doing that. All right, White of Precinct 6 is a 1/1. We draw both Smites when we're like never getting attacked. Kind of funny. Either way, he's still got to put something in the front of the Shade to get rid of, and he's going to lose a Basilica Screecher in the process. So I think it's still okay to do that. Yeah. Alright, so I do get to take out one of the Screechers now. And I'm still content to just hit him here because we're still going to have an Extort guy left over after this, and he's going to be able to attack next turn as well. Death's Approach will kill the Shade. And it's going to make this white a 3/3. That's fine, though. Alright, so we have a pet to follow up, which is actually just excellent here. Yeah, this is a great spot. So I'm gonna pet, and I'm going to Extort, and then I'm also going to leave up Smite. I'm not going to use it. He could have Devour Flesh here. All right, he's just going to scoop. If he has Devour Flesh, it's a little bit annoying for me, but it still doesn't really matter that much. All right, I am going to move this guy out for this one because our opponent seems to be playing a lot of really cheap stuff. We just don't know enough about his deck, but we know he's playing a ton of really cheap creatures, so I think I'd rather do that than wait around to get this thing down and just to bink like a 2-drop from him or something. We might want to bring it back in after we get to see what's really going on, but I think that seems fine for now. Beckon Apparition, would that want to come in maybe? That could be interesting. I think we're already okay though on small guys. Yeah, this will be good. So we don't know a whole lot about his deck. He got stuck on 2 lands, so he wasn't able to play any spells. Yeah, I'll have to keep this one. We've got, 9 black sources in the deck? And we're on the draw. And we don't need one, immediately, so this is a pretty easy keep. Yeah, there we go. So we go Syndic, Kingpin's Pet, Knight of Obligation, probably. Look, we both have two mana Extort creatures. Mine's bigger. Is this guy mono black? What is going on here? Sure. Do not care about that card. Okay. Kingpin's Pet it is. And I don't think that I want to attack here either. Yeah, I don't think I want to attack. I don't want to trade off for that thing. I'm not going to block it if he attacks me. Hands of Binding. All right. Well, now I need some removal at some point here. Some non-smite removal. But we've got a bunch of it. And he's not really putting that much pressure on us. He's going to hit us for 1 here. Tap down our Syndic. I'm surprised he didn't just attack. Is he going to... Oh, he's got to play. All right. Another Screecher. Ooh, that's actually really bad. That could start to get fairly ugly for us fairly quickly. All right, Knight. And then we're going to go Guild Mage, which is going to get a bunch of Extort triggers at least, so that we cannot die from getting just kind of pinged to death here. He's got to pick what he can only tap down, keep one of our guys tapped down currently, but right now he can attack us, hit us, get the Extort trigger. Ugh. All right, sure. I think he's just going to get to keep that Knight for a while. I could pit. I have the 2 cards to ditch to it. Well, let's see what he wants to do. If he attacks, this is interesting. Because I can ditch the two. I can activate this and kill his Slate Street Ruffian. I have to, unfortunately, discard my last land. It would leave me with 4 lands and a Guild Mage here. That might actually just be worth it, though. Because I can't attack through this thing anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. Really hate to do it. But that's why this card's awesome. But I want to be able to win this game, and even though giving him a bunch of cards really sucks, I can't even attempt to race through this. So, yeah, so we'll do it. Hope we draw something sweet. We're going to get a couple of extorts here. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, let's attack. I mean, we just needed a bunch of mana this game, so it's like super annoying that we had to throw away all that mana. But yeah, again, like I said, that's why that card's good. Grinding. Because his creatures are still awful. These 2 stupid 1/2s, and we're at 17. Like, he's had like a really dominating game so far, and we're still like just fine. Okay. What is he doing? Oh, he's putting Way of the Thief on that thing? I'm actually kind of happy to see that, to be honest. Like, I've got a bunch of extort to keep me alive, and it's still only 3 power in the air. And like, I can just draw any number of sweet removal spells to kill it. Like, I can just go like land Angelic Edict and just completely blow him out. So, I mean, I'm still cracking back for 6, plus I get to hit. I'm taking 8 out of him this turn. I mean, I can race him very easily as well because my Guild Mage can give somebody lifelink, and that 2 life is going to be huge. He's only hitting me for 4 here. I wish I had this guy when he played this stupid thing, though. Okay, that is going to change things, though. Shadow Slice might actually make it fast enough to just kill me here, because now he's doing like 9. Yeah, he's going to kill me really quickly. He's putting them all on this Screecher. Oh, man. So I'm going to be at 2 here. And I'm hitting him for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I've actually got lethal. So he can't attack with this. No, I don't have lethal because he's going to keep a guy tapped. Yeah, I got to find something here. I can gain a couple of life back, but I'm going to lose 6. Oh, this sucks. I hate losing to things like this. We need removal. I know I'm going to draw a smite. Just want to kill myself. If we draw a 2-drop, if we draw Orzhov Charm, I kill this. I go to 1. I gain 2. He takes 2, 4, 6, 8. He's dead. Yeah, Orzhov Charm wins for us. Sure wish I had these. I can go back up to 5 with this guy. Yeah, I just don't have enough mana to make all this stuff work. Hup! Swamp. Stupid Swamp. I can get him to 8. Attack with everything. Ugh, so close. 3, that doesn't work. None of this stuff works. All right, let's attack. So he takes 6. Yeah, he's got us this time. 1 mana short. I feel pretty good about the position, though, about our deck, though. If we hit our land drops, I think we're going to be able to kill him. Like, I don't think the strategy that he took here is very good at all. I actually just think it's completely awful. Because we have 5 or 6 removal spells, and we just didn't draw one. But if we had, this thing would just be nothing. So, yeah, I like our chances. Beckon Apparition, still not good enough. We should get him with this just to for the rub-ins. Maybe I bring in this Gargoyle. Yeah, this Gargoyle is really good again. He apparently has infinite bats. And I'm going to take out this Corpse Blockade because it doesn't seem to have much on the ground that it really wants to block. We will play first. And we will keep. 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. This is really good. Yeah, it seems fantastic. Again, my strategy with Orzhov has been to just curve out. Like, I'm just going to go Thrall, Guildmage, Kingpin's Pet, Enforcer, and then anything I play after that I'll extort. But, like, I'm not going to wait a turn on a bunch of this stuff. I'm just going for it. Which is probably why I don't like cards like this that much, just because, like, they hit a couple of times and then they're just extort after that. And I don't know, I kind of demand a little more. Like, I'd take a Syndic of Tithes, like, every single time over this. I'd rather pay the extra mana but have it be a relevant body. Oh, and I played the wrong land. Well, looks like we're going to get some extort triggers off of that Thrall Parasite after all. Yeah, I had to pause because he was away for a second, but that sucks. I'd much rather be hitting him for a damage right now. Now, it looks like I get to try the other way. People do actually often hold their 1-drops back so that they can get a bunch of extort triggers, and I guess we get to see what that looks like, but certainly not the way I'd want to do it. Hit lands here and we're pretty good to go. We've got 18, so we should be fine. All right, he says he's going to be right back again. I'm going to pause until he comes back. All right, he was gone, but he's back now. Yeah, so we're still just doing this. And then making one of these. And if we draw a land, we're just going to slam Enforcer. If we don't, we're going to go Parasite and extort. See if he's got that Hands of Binding again. No, he's just got a Slate Street Ruffian. Yeah, it's fine. He has no attacks. Ooh, and we've got Big Daddy, but we're way far off on mana from actually casting him. So do I want to trade this for this? Not really. I'll just attack. It wouldn't be the worst trade in the world because we have an Enforcer coming down, which we also don't want to trade for that, but whatever. All right, Parasite. And do that. Okay. So, not ideal. We missed 1 damage from Parasite, which is, like I said, it's annoying, but it's not the biggest deal. We actually just got it back. So, we're actually even up a life on where we would have been, but that's just because I'm missing land drops. I still would have preferred to just have him down, I think. All right, he's got Balustrade Spy. Now, that's a real card. That's a card I actually like. And it's probably going to get Smote. All right, I would have liked to have that land, but oh well. So is he going to ship this guy in? He probably should. Yeah, why not, right? He knows I don't want to make the trade. Whoop, there we go. We still need this swamp at some point so we can get Obzidot down, but we're getting closer now. I really would like to smite that spy, but I think I'm just going to run out the enforcer here. We're still not under very much pressure here. Like, he can still attack with this if he wants, and it'll get through. But like, if he wants to attack with this and he takes a bunch of damage on the crack back, he opens himself up to a lot of different things. Really, I just want to get this going. He just doesn't have a great way, I don't think, to deal with that card. Maybe a counter spell or something, but he is playing Call of the Nightwing. Yeah. I wish I had Smite up because he's going to throw it on this probably. He's going to get an extra one of these guys, but they're actually not that important here either. So actually, we're still in a pretty good spot. Yeah, I still don't hate where we're at here. Because these things can't really attack us that well. And he's not getting extorts at this point because he's tapping out. So I'm a little concerned, but it's not the worst. All right, there's a Plains. So I think the play is just to take out this Balustrade Spy right now. I can leave up Smite, and I can smite the thing, but like that does leave us open where if he like gets this thing out of the way, then we're in bad shape. Although it is really tempting just to leave Smite open, because then we get 3 extort triggers. Yeah, I think I need to just do that. Because I think he's just going to keep bashing in there with it. Worst case scenario, he plays something else with this on it. All right, he's got a white. Don't care about that. But he plays the tricks of the trade type thing on this. If he did that, then we just get to untap and edict it. He'd get another dude out of it. But all right, so he's bashing. Block. Smite its ruin upon the mountainside. Pay a ton of mana here, but it's great. Yeah. Keep going. Is extort good? I think so. All right, he's going to counter this. That's good. I mean, it's not great, obviously, but it's not that bad for us because he still doesn't get the hit in. We still get all the extort, and we get that thing out of his hands so that if we ever draw a swamp, ding, we can play Obzidot. And Obzidot is going to do a lot of work versus him, but I think the right play here is to start with an Angelic Edict. If I play Obzidot, no, he still just can't really erase Obzidot. We're definitely racing at this point. So I'm thinking about attacking with a Syndicate Enforcer because he either has to block with this or this, and if he takes it, or these two, and if he takes it, I'm actually just like really happy because then Obzidot's going to really wreck him. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack him first and see what he wants to do. I'm assuming he's going to trade for this, which is okay with me because that's going to have to happen anyway. Oh, this is much better. All right, now he really can't race me, so this is very good. And the question becomes, do I want to play Obzidot or do I want to play the thing? And I don't think he has quite enough pressure on me. He's made this thing into a 4/4. But I can edict this, pay for it. I go to 20, he goes to 12, and then I can just start slamming Obzidot and just getting him with it. Means basically he can't attack with this anymore because I can just start throwing Obzidot into the red zone as well. The thing that I'm concerned about is I play Obzidot, I bounce him, I say go. He attacks me, and he starts attacking me with these two things and making blockers. And yeah, I mean, I can race him pretty good just because of Obzidot, but if I don't, I'd much rather have it be that Obzidot can attack profitably here as well. So I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so that's gone. And now he doesn't have his engine. And he does have a rather large white of precinct 6, but it's not that big of a deal because we've got Obsidian here. He's got, the mill guy. Oh, that's kind of interesting, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've still got 10 more lands in our deck, so that's not really going to happen. So he's going to hit us for 4, 5, 6, 7, but then he can't really race us ever again. Yeah, that's fine. Play the land? Yeah, play the land. Because what we can do is we can start using the Guild Mage twice a turn, and he can't ever race that. We're going to be at 15 here, and he's top decking, so I think we're in a pretty good spot. I'm just glad we didn't get binked by this. And yes, I am going to blink him. It's tempting to leave him in because I want to be able to like block this thing. But the fact is that if he doesn't draw, like if he draws that Soul's Ransom or whatever it's called and he steals Obsidian, that's like really bad for us. I mean, he can't ever blink him, but whatever. We're just taking all of this. He should just ship. Oh, he's not going to, he wants to leave back blockers. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Because he can block all 3 of them on him. So I'm going to do this preemptively. And we picked up a Millennial Gargoyle. I don't think I need to attack here. If I attack, he goes block, block, block. We take out these 2 things. He goes to 1 because we give it lifelink. But I still don't really see the reason for that. We can do that next turn just as well. So we're just going to play out this flyer and just say go. I mean, we're at 13. He can sack off all of his creatures, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He still has to get 9 lands out of our deck, and that's not going to happen. This can block this now. It can also just attack. Shadow Slice, I don't think is going to be near enough. I guess he puts it on the white. We're just not going to let that hit us. I'll just block with this. Yeah, whatever. It's not relevant because I don't have any cards in hand anyway. Yeah, whatever, he sacked it. He's trying to mill us to get a big hit in. He's got 1 more. I guess he could. I guess I should have put this here just because, like, in case he just gets, like, the luckiest thing and actually mills 5 creatures. He just hit a land, but I didn't consider that. It was extremely unlikely, but it was the way that he wins this game. So I guess I do chump block there. Because if he mills us twice and he just binks it, then we're dead. And I didn't think about that. So yeah, that was a mistake that I should have blocked that creature. But we managed to live anyway, so on to the finals.